Hey, good afternoon. Colin Kimball here with Alderman Chevrolet GMC in Rutland, Vermont, Vermont's favorite car dealership. We appreciate your interest in this beautiful vehicle. Very excited to get to show you this thing today. Very, very special vehicle we have in our hands. Now this is our 2025 Chevrolet Blazer EV LT. And this one is coming fresh out of the loaner program, so it does have a few thousand miles on it, but an amazing discount that comes along with that. Now this one here, EPA estimates about 279 miles of range with the all-wheel drive drivetrain. This is available in two different drivetrains, your rear-wheel drive and your all-wheel drive. Now this one is finished off in a nice Summit white color. You got your body color painted mirror caps, passive key entry system in all four doors. Nice little plastic liner that goes along the whole bottom of the vehicle, protects you against the rock chips and the rust. That's the first place where it starts. Right down here, you have these 20-inch machine-faced aluminum wheels. You have your Bridgestone Alenza tires on there. Those are self-sealing, so as long as it's not too close to the sidewall, you can get a puncture in the tire, and you can pull it out, and there's this little goo inside of it that's going to reseal the hole. You do have a little inflator kit in the back to help you out refilling the tire with air after. Right here is your daytime running LED light that does double as your turn signal. You can go ahead and unlock it here. Beautiful look when you're driving through the nighttime there. Right here you do have a functional vent, flush front grille, classic Chevy bow tie. Now with that passive key entry system, you just need the key in the vicinity of the vehicle, and you can lock and unlock it with just a press of a button, which is super helpful if you don't want to take the key out of your bag, pocket, or purse. Give you a look at the charging outlet right here. It is a power release door here. You'll push this button through the little panel right there. Level 1, level 2, and DC fast charging capabilities. It is a 150 kilowatt capacity battery, up to 150 kilowatts. Now we'll give you a quick look at the ignition system here. So you don't have any key or button to turn, no ignition over there. To turn the vehicle on, you're basically gonna get in the vehicle. It will sense you putting the vehicle into drive, like you left somewhere, you just drove somewhere. You can put the vehicle back into park, and then you open the door and take your foot off the brake. If your seatbelt is on, you'll have to unbuckle, but that'll turn off your ignition. You can go ahead, if you leave the key inside of the vehicle, it'll do a little honking sequence to let you know the key is still in there. And then again, you just hop back in, foot on the brake, and everything will turn right back on. The brake is kind of your ignition. Right down here's your electronic parking brake, lane keep assist with lane departure warning. It'll do those little minor adjustments for you. Keep it in between the white lines, but it will beep at you if it senses you leaving the white lines. Auto hold right there is going to hold you if you're at a hill or an incline at a red light. You can take your foot off of the brake, and it's going to keep you right where you are. Right here's your display brightness, electronic mirror and window adjustments right there. Lock and unlock. Give you a nice look at this panel in the sun. Look better from in here. On the steering wheel here, you have your adaptive cruise control settings. So that's going to set a gap in between you and the car in front of you, and it's going to keep it there. On the right side is your hands-free audio and phone call settings, and then you do have your heated steering wheel button right there. This is leather wrapped, heated, nice stitching on there as well. An ice white color. On the back here, this little trigger is your regen on-demand trigger. So when you hit that button, it's going to turn your kinetic energy back into usable power. And it's kind of like your one-pedal driving mode if you're not familiar with that. One-pedal driving is basically going to use your accelerator right there as your brake pedal as well. So as you lift your foot off the accelerator, it's going to go ahead and slow you down. Again, use that kinetic energy, turn it back into usable power here, and that's the best way to really maximize the range on the vehicle. On the back of the steering wheel, there is also some triggers. You have your volume control on this side, and then your tune on the left side. This is your electronic precision shifter. So to put the vehicle into gear, the watch is speaking there. You'll pull it towards you and then down for drive, towards you and then up for reverse, and then you just hold it in towards you for neutral. Park is just a little button on the end right there. Fully digital driver infotainment screen here. You can toggle what it looks like with this little button right there. My favorite one's probably the Google Maps. You don't have to use up this whole screen right over here, 17.7 inches. With your Google Maps, you can just pop it up right there. Right over here, again, 17.7 inch diagonal screen, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a bunch of cool stuff in here. You do have a Google Assistant, so you have in-vehicle controls. Hey Google, change the temperature to 65.
Oops, something went wrong.
My apologies there. Vehicle status right here. We'll go through them one by one. It's going to pop up a little Blazer EV that you can spin around. You can click on these little pluses and it will monitor whatever you want to look at here. If something is important to you, say tire pressure, you can click on it again right there. Hit add to driver's display and it might have to reconfigure some things, but it will pop it up right there. Hey Google, change the temperature to 65.
Oops, something went wrong.
So we might be in demo mode. That might be why that's not working. Drive modes right there. You can pop up a few different ones. You have normal, sport, snow and ice, and then my mode. My mode, you can customize all your different feels: steering, brake feel, acceleration, motor sound, and my mode right there is just everything. Right here, Google Assistant again. When you're not in demo mode, it should work. I do have this as my personal vehicle, and it's really nice. You don't have to play around with the screen over here. You can kind of just ask Google to do whatever you need. Alexa capability as well, if you have an Alexa at home or something like that. Settings, a bunch of settings in here. It does take a little bit to go through, but that's what we're here for. Climate app, a user-friendly version of everything you have right down here, but you do still have the piano tiles. Google Play Store, charging app right there. Camera, you have HD surround vision. Every camera angle GM offers. Super helpful if you're pulling or backing in any places. Google Maps right here will give you a bigger look at that. Now you do have Google built-in, so it'll tell you your charge based on arrival, and then when you return. So you see right here we have 98%. If we went to one of these places right here, we'd have 94%. Right over here, phone app, controls. We'll show you this here. Traction control and telebeam, auto high beam, so it'll turn off and on your high beams based on your traffic conditions at speeds over 25 miles an hour. Park assist right there is little circles on the front and rear bumper. It will beep at you if it senses you pulling or backing in any objects. Right down here is your climate control. Heated seats right there, 3 different temperature settings. Camaro inspired vents right here, 5 of them. 2 Type-C chargers, center console storage, side-by-side cup holders, wireless charging pad right here. Ton of room in the center console. You have a 12 volt and a Type-C. I'll give you a quick look at the rear seats here. A ton of room in these rear seats. I'm about 6'2", definitely on the taller side, and I have more than enough room here to kick my legs out, sit back. Really not limited for room at all back here. Vents to make sure everyone's happy with the temperature, and then 2 Type-C chargers. Then you get a nice interior view from back here. Check out the lift gate. You got your silver painted roof rails up there. Power lift gate, so just press of a button, that'll go ahead and open up. A ton of space in the back here. These are 60/40 splitting rear seats, so you can go ahead and drop part of it right there. What's nice about that is you can still have 2 people sitting over here and a bunch of stuff stored up right there. Obviously no gas tank in this, so you have a ton of space right underneath here. There's that inflator kit tow hook right there. Again, another press of a button. Very sharp vehicle. Now, if you have any more questions on this beautiful Blazer EV LT, don't hesitate to give me a call, 802-776-5000, and ask for Colin. Or you can stop by for a test drive at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont. You have a good one.